Can you hold it in your other hand? Oh, you can't.
You good right there?
Yeah, we're good.
All right. Oh, this is a good.
Okay, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Oh! All right.
So this is Christine, Sam, and Alexa.
Yeah.
Okay.
On topic questions
All
first.
right. So, just my understanding, you're targeting Black and Latinx communities with this effort. I'd just like you to talk about that a bit.
Yeah. So we've been doing that for years. We made a special after COVID-19 and the murder of George Floyd to really double down on the stuff we're trying to do to help Black and Latinx communities. So we have this huge program of $30 billion nationwide, $8 billion of mortgages, $12 billion of affordable housing, small businesses, financial education, financing minority institutions. But it all comes down to what happens at the local level. So this is the physical embodiment of that. We're making mortgages here and doing financial advice here and be part of the community. We have local art inside, and so this is where it all happens.
And Mayor, what are your thoughts here? I mean, they got 3 banks in this neighborhood.
I think it's amazing. They were here 3 years ago and said they were going to open 70 branches in our region, and they are living the promise of new branches in D.C. and especially right here in Ward 7 and 8. So we're talking about it. We met the staff here who are from the community. They hired in the community, which is hugely important. But the point that we want to make is right here in Hllcrest, and just like every neighborhood in Washington, that needs amenities. You know, banks, grocery, retail, great schools, great restaurants, and that's what's happening here in Skyland.
You said you're the 5th mayor to work on Skyland.
I am.
Mr. Dimon, Peterson with Afro-American Newspaper. This is what a former food desert looks like. You know, you got growth, it brings down violence. We're doing this. Will you be doing this in Baltimore? You know, choosing the food deserts as a place to open branches?
We have opened in Baltimore, yes. And I think there's a community center coming to Baltimore too.
Congratulations.
How you doing?
This is what a former food desert looks like.
What?
This is what a former food desert looks like.
That's exactly right.
You got the banks, ATM, everything's together.
Well, this is rolling, man. What we've been able to do, this is this last budget alone.
Yeah.
What's going on in Penn Branch? I don't know if we're going to follow that, but that is phenomenal what's happening here.
Oh, your residents, Ward 7 residents, are really concerned over talk that the Safeway at the East Terrace, Minnesota, is going to close forever. And there's a really upset because when you take a grocery store away from these neighborhoods, it's devastating.
Well, we've got 3 new grocery stores coming towards 7.
All right.
Yeah, there's 3 new grocery stores that's already in the works. The dollars have already been submitted.
Yeah.
And now it's getting the work done. So I don't know if it'll be there by the time it closes, but we know that Safeway is going to be there until we get the next ones in place. Okay, that happens.
And you did this. I mean, basically, your work as a mayor, as DC Council chair, of working with people like Jamie Dimon, getting Safeway, and they're making money. This is the problem. They're making good money, right?
Right. They're going to make not only good money, they're going to create some community service.
I mean, JPMorgan, like Goldman Sachs competitor, they have to compete with the Microsoft development, the East of St. Elizabeth, you know, okay.
Well, we got a hospital coming too.
And the hospital, yeah.
Can I get one?
All right. All right.
I have the honor and the privilege of introducing our CEO and Chairman, Mr. Jamie Dimon.
Mayor, thank you for coming here. Everyone really appreciate coming here. Your episode of Peter and Lawrence, you left nothing for me. So I'm just going to add a few thoughts, okay, which is, obviously, I'm the chairman and CEO of a company called JPMorgan Chase. A lot of people look at that company, it's a global company, operate in 100 countries, and you're the chairman, CEO, and you live in some ivory tower somewhere. But this is what makes me proud of the company. All our company is 5,000 branches. It was Lawrence and Peter who came up with the idea of community branches, community managers, which is outstanding. I mean, I am so proud of you and opening these branches And you've heard, we hire local people, we have local art, we want it to be very welcoming. We're going to use this room to do financial education for mothers and ex-felons and small businesses, and that's what it is, trying to just build a community place by place. And this is the beginning. So we announced these huge things like a $30 billion commitment, which includes affordable housing, mortgages for black folks, and affordable housing for black and Latinx, and small business financing and financial education. It happens here. How many mortgages we can make in Anacostia? How many mortgage offices we can have in Anacostia? That's the kind of plan we actually do. So, I'm just thrilled to be here. I mean, I find it unbelievable. I've now been to like 6 or 7 of them. So I've been to LA with you, Crenshaw, and Harlem, and Detroit, Chicago, that's outside of Chicago, right where President Obama is opening up his new library today. So thank you all for coming. And Mayor, particularly thank you. It's been a while. You've been to a bunch of these branches. We deeply appreciate what you're doing in Washington, D.C. We're happy to be a small part of trying to make it a better community for all the folks involved here. And the floor is yours.
When Chase partners who come in, they've been tremendous in helping our small businesses in the community thus far. And it speaks volume on the work that we all do. And I'll let Drew allude to how welcoming the branch is as people come in and they remember it makes a lasting impression on first and lasting impression on our customers as well. For me, that's the thing that I'm most proud of, obviously, the way that this team came together in a very short period of time. Right? I mean, you experience challenges, but one of the things we've never lost sight of is that one goal that we are fighting for, right? To be great, to make sure that we service our customers in a way that's just, second to none. And that's not always easy to do, right? Life gets in the way. Sometimes our own customers get in the way. But again, the way that this team comes together and it's proven that they have come together time and time again is something that makes me very proud to work alongside each and every one of them. One of the things that we've experienced, even just this past week, it's always great to hear directly from the community that we serve, right? We opened this branch, we became the neighbors of the people who had already been here for so many years and generations. And so we made a commitment, first of all, just to listen. And so I give a special shout out to Brian because a lot of the folks who came, yes, please. People will tell you first and up front. Brian called me, and that's why I'm here. All right? So
thank you, Brian.
The way that he's embedded in this community and the credibility that he has, and so it really has made this place come alive. All right? And, we have a community room, but that community room doesn't come alive until you fill it with the people that matter. So, today now is just kind of all coming together. To see all of you all take the time out to travel, to be here, to celebrate. This is a great day, so I'm excited. All right?
Hey, Mr. Dimon.
How you doing? It's your grandchild. Happy to be here. Yes, indeed. Yes. Thank you for coming out. June 29th.
Over here? Okay, can you follow me?
This is almost the same design as that one.
Yeah.